fix my hair. Everybody knows I can't do nothing without my hair put up. I think even my dog knows that at this point. It's a bit chilly today. Just a little bit. Just a little. I will always follow community guidelines. Always. I don't think there is a time that I have not followed community guidelines, but you know, YouTube has a mind of its own. What was that? I know, I'm a very boring person unless I am reading. Let us see. What are we gonna do today? I know I kind of went live a little bit early because like in my community post I put that I would be live at 9 a.m. my time, which could be 8 a.m. for some people in the United States, 10 a.m. for other people, but because you know the different time zones, or I don't know what the time zones would be for different countries. I didn't look into that or think about that at all. I know it's like earthquake. Oh my gosh, I move slightly and just shaking all over the place. But I went live a little bit early because I was like, oh, you know, it's almost 9 o'clock, so let's go live already. But you know, that's okay. I did what I have to do. Let me see. If you guys don't already know, we have just finished off Speak by Lori Halse Anderson, and if you have done the poll, that's on the community page. Sorry, I was pulling up stuff that way I could look at it off of YouTube Studio and off of my channel anyways to update the playlist for Speak, because we just finished the book off. I just uploaded all of the videos and my computer decided to close out of YouTube and YouTube Studio, so I'm waiting for it all to load back up. I need to put these on so I can see better. I don't know why, but whenever I have them on, like when I'm in front of the ring light, it like hurts my eyes. And there's that big glare, but like I can't see nothing without them. You see what I mean? Because you can see the the ring light in my eyeballs, but you know, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it is. That's why I don't film with my glasses on anymore, and that's why I also struggle sometimes to like read certain things because I can barely see it unless I'm like holding the book like this to my face. And it's really bad. If I have to hold a book up like this, then like you know that I'm blind as a bat, but I gotta do what I gotta do to be able to get my content out for you guys. So, but like I was saying, if you guys have not already voted on the poll that's in the community page, you need to go ahead and go do that, because I'm about to start the next book probably tomorrow. So Sunday for me, Sunday for most people in the United States, well, Sunday for all people in the United States is when I'm going to start the next book. But if you were watching from like a different country that's in like a completely different time zone, then it may be a different day for you guys. So I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure all of this stuff out, but give me just a second. I'll tell you what the poll says. That way you guys can go and look at the poll. to vote on which book you want read next, because we got to know. Okay, so let's scroll down because I posted a lot. So last week I posted a poll saying what book should we read next after Speak, and since we finished Speak, it's time to read the next book. And I was like, I'm giving you guys 4 options, and whichever one has the most votes is the one we will read next. I love you guys, and I hope to get to interact with you guys more. So here are the 4 options. You've got Trust Me by Hank Philippi Ryan, Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein, The Lake by Natasha Preston, or One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus. If you haven't voted already, you guys need to go and vote on the poll before tomorrow, because that's when I'm going to start the next book. And as of right now, it's going to be One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus. So as long as it stays in the lead, because right now Trust Me has no votes. Where the Sidewalk Ends has 8% on there. The Lake has 19%, and then One of Us is Next has 73%. So as of right now, the book we are going to be reading is One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus, which I think you guys have been wanting me to read anyways, and I haven't done it yet, and I feel really bad about that. But I was trying to get these books that my husband bought me for Christmas done and out of the way, because the only way I could get more books for Christmas this year, or more books in general, was if I finished off of those. And instead of actually getting me new books for Christmas, we are going to be going down to visit some family in Georgia, and that is where I have like a tote full of more books, because you can't see it here, but here, I'll move you over, but like that right there is like my bookshelf right now. That's not even all of the books I have. The top shelf is everything that we've read so far, like since sometime last year. I have a piece of paper somewhere that shows like what we have read so far this year. I'm gonna go grab it. I think it's on my entertainment stand. Yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. It's written on the back of the bill, so we had to go get it. But the books that we've read so far in 2023, we've fully read Killjoy, One of Us is Lying, Escape Room, 5 Survive, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Crank, Killing Mr. Griffin, and now number 8 is Speak. So we're definitely going through things a lot faster than what we normally would, because that's 2023. I mean, I can look at it again. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. But I know that's 2023, so I'm gonna write it down on a bigger paper. That way I can give that bill back to my husband. That way he's not. Oh, it's a bill for me. Not for my husband, but so I want to see, like, I'm gonna scroll down on this because I'm on YouTube Studio looking at this so I can get information out for you guys. Jeez, okay. Did it take? Nope. I've got to scroll through all of these pages of all of my videos, which we have a lot of videos. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but we have over 600 videos posted right now. We are almost to the point where we have 700 videos uploaded, and I think I want to try and surpass like what we have in subscribers with videos. I know it's going to take me a little while because my subscriber count keeps going up, which I'm entirely grateful for, because you guys are the best people on planet Earth to like be watching my videos or doing anything like that. And it's interesting to like see like the different perspectives of each book that we read. and I really would like your guys' opinion on them and stuff like that, on all the books that we've read so far. So maybe we can have like a little chit chat about that in here and just talk about them and stuff, because we've gone through a lot of books. And I want to say, when did we start this channel? I have it written down. November of 2021. So we literally started this channel 2 years ago and have gone through a lot of books. I'm not really sure how many books we have gone through, so I'm about to figure that out, because we started this channel quite literally 2 years ago. November 2nd of 2021 is when we started this channel. If you guys have known before, I did have a YouTube channel before this where it was literally the same thing that I was doing here, but someone had hacked into my stuff and like took down all of my videos. They had gotten a hold of my YouTube information, my Instagram, my Facebook and stuff like that, and they hacked into everything and started deleting pictures off of everything that I cannot get those pictures back now, like at all, and doing stuff like that. But we're gonna see how many books we have read in the last 2 years, because I don't think it's been that many, but I think we need to step it up a little bit on how many books we read. So I'm gonna write it down on this notebook. That way I can keep track of it. That way if anyone else asks me or wants to know, then I've got it written down so I don't have to keep scrolling back through all of this and doing it again. And I'm sorry for the loud noises. I live like right next to a busy road. People drive up and down this road all the time, and it gets annoying after a while, but sometimes you just learn to deal with it. But so let's see. Obviously the first book that we read completely through was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. That was an amazing book. Like, if she comes out with more to that series, I'd be definitely happy. I don't know if she will though, because I think she pretty much left it all off in the third book. Because like, you've got Killjoy, then you've got A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Good Girl, Bad Blood, and then I can't think of the last book right now. I'll see it in just a second, but like, she told the whole story throughout those 4 books. And I think what I didn't realize is that with Killjoy, with all of them actually, there's 2 separate versions of the book. There's the UK version and then there's the United States version. So the 3 books that we read first before Killjoy for the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, I had the United States version of. And then my husband decided, you know what, I'm going to get you Killjoy for Christmas last year because it was on my list. I wanted it. And when he ordered the book, it ended up coming in as the United Kingdom version. And I was like sitting there reading it like for the first time with you guys, and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right. Like, why is the town called Little Kilton now instead of can't think of the town, but wherever Pippa was from in the United States version. And I was like, and then I had to Google it, and I was like, oh, I feel really stupid. Like, there's 2 separate versions of this book. I said, which makes sense. Like, it makes sense, but I got really confused on it. And yeah. So we started A Good Girl's Guide to Murder November 27th of 2021. And finished it off because I know like there was a part where I started doing Pride and Prejudice, which you guys haven't really enjoyed that much, which I think I'm going to restart off of chapter 6 and delete those 2 videos that say like Pride and Prejudice chapter 6 part 1 and part 2. That way like I know that I can start that up again once we get to Pride and Prejudice. Not saying that we will be getting to that anytime soon, but it's on our list. We have to read it because it's on our list. And I told myself that I would finish off the second shelf of books right there, before I open up the tote that we're gonna get this Christmas from my mom's shed down in Georgia, that I would finish that off before I would finish my shelf off before I open up that tote, because in that tote it's got to be another like 50-60 books in there. And that's my little library that I was able to bring with us here, because it was all I could fit into like a small box to keep into our car when we moved from Georgia to Arkansas. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we read this alone. I'm trying to see when we finished reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I didn't realize I had that many videos of it. Okay, so we started it November 27th of 2021 and finished it in March 25th of 2022. So that's November, December 27th, January 27th. There's no 27th in February, so it would have been December, January, February, March. It took us 4 months to read one book. And I think that's only because at that point in time, I was also working a lot, trying to make that money to be able to get new books to support my addiction of reading and being able to do this YouTube channel and stuff like that. So the next book we read was Good Girl, Bad Blood. My neighbor's dogs are being so loud. Someone must be walking by her house for them to keep barking like that. We started that March 26th of 2022. And let's see when we finished it off of. Oh, okay. Excuse me. It looks like it took us a very long time to read that book. That's also when we were doing a lot more stuff with my family, and I was working a new job and had longer hours. Because we finished it off in August of 2022. Jeez. August 6th of 2022. So that was March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. Jeez. That's almost a full year that it took us to read just 2 books. That's insane. We have stepped up the game with reading, I think, since I moved to Arkansas. Okay, and book number 3 we read As Good as Dead. That's what it is. As Good as Dead. I'll highlight those, that way I can because I have them, that way I know what they are. And we started that August, when is that? August 8th of 2022. That was right before we moved, because we moved yeah, because that was, okay, yeah, because literally, like, once you, like, go through it and you see all, like, my videos and stuff like that, once you get to As Good as Dead, chapter 9, and it just, like, has me in front of that painted wall that I did in my house, like, we had literally, like, we were planning on staying in Georgia, and we had, like, repainted this whole spare bedroom, that way it could be my little hideaway to be able to film videos and do what I wanted to do and stuff like that for my YouTube channel. And, like, I had did my little mural. Jesse helped me paint the walls pink because, you know, I wanted the walls to be pink. And then we decided that we were gonna move, because it was like, I don't know what it was. We were having like some issues or something like that. Probably it happens in every relationship where you have issues, and then we both agreed that maybe a change of scenery would be better for our relationship, and we moved to Arkansas like on a whim. Like we knew we were moving, and my parents that live here in Arkansas were like, yeah, you can stay with us until you get on your feet. So we moved, like literally, like we left with, we were supposed to leave, I think, I want to say like the 25th of August, and then we ended up leaving August 19th, and like we haven't been back to Georgia since August of 2022. So it's been a full year since we've lived in Arkansas. Because I started reading As Good of Dead in Arkansas in August 21st of 2022, which is, oh yeah, and then I got engaged like right after we moved. And then we got married this year. Whoop whoop. We had a huge wedding. A huge wedding. But I don't want to get into that because it's depressing when I talk about my wedding. Okay, so we did. Man. Okay, we're going in. I'll go to the next page. Okay. January 11th, 2023 is when we finished this book off. And it's also because I was also working 2 jobs at the time to be able to afford our wedding. So that's August, September, October, November, December, January. 5 months again. So realistically in 2022, we only read 2 full books. And now we're in 2023, which I can only say that like this would be considered half a book. So we read 2.5 books in 2022, and then going into 2023 we've read like it would be considered half a book, because book number 4 that we got into was Killjoy. So that's pretty interesting to like just think about, like, because that's the beginning of our list here was Killjoy, and we started that January 11th of 2023, which was the beginning of this year. And we finished it off pretty quickly, if I remember correctly. Because like I said, we've gone through 8 books this year already, which is astonishing to me that we've been able to read that many books in such a little bit of time. Yeah, because we finished off Killjoy in January of this year. January 30th is when we finished off Killjoy. So that's, I would say, 1 month. It didn't even take the full month to read it. Aw, thank you. I will keep making my videos. Some people have been having issues with my videos though, and I'm not saying that I'm getting annoyed with how people are. Like, I'm always looking for people's opinions and for people's advice on my YouTube channel and stuff like that. But like, if you're gonna sit there and tell me that I need to cut certain things out of my videos, then it's like, okay, I don't want to do that, but you know, I'm just gonna do it. Not do that, but I'm gonna do what I want to do with my channel, because it's my channel. I'm doing what I want to do. People are liking it, obviously, because if people weren't liking it, like you guys, if you guys weren't liking my channel at all, I wouldn't be able to go live right now. I wouldn't have over 1,000 subscribers or be able to keep, like, I mean, I would still be doing it because it's something that I want to do, and I've told myself I will keep doing it until the day I die and stuff like that, but you know, it's just complicated, I guess. The next book we went into after Killjoy was One of Us is Lying, and we started that February 16th of 2023. So let's see, when did we finish off? One of us is lying. Probably, I want to say we finished it off in March. What the heck? Oh, because I didn't, okay. Yeah, because like we were uploading the videos and everything for it, and then like I got sidetracked by my wedding and doing everything like that, so and then we did I had to work and do all this other stuff, so but we finished it off in June. I was definitely wrong about when we finished it off. June 11th, right before my birthday. And then I like how the next video I have is like, because it's June 11th, is when we finished off One of Us is Lying, which February, March, April, May, June, 4 months. Then the next video is like the day after my birthday, because I was born June 17th of 2001. Like the day after my birthday, there's the video, here's some big news for you guys, and it's me holding up my ultrasound picture. Because we had found out that I was pregnant before the wedding. I found out in April of this year that I was pregnant. And then, oh, that's not when we ended it on June 11th. No, that's not it. We ended, oh my gosh, June 20th. I was so off on that. Anyways, it's still 4 months, but you know. But like I found out in April that I was pregnant. We were getting married in May. And like the whole time I was like, man, we need to make sure that my wedding dress is still gonna fit. And like that was my main concern. Like we had already told my whole family. My whole family knew. Jesse's family didn't know at all. So like going into the wedding, none of his family knew that I was pregnant. They still didn't know I was pregnant the day of the wedding and stuff like that. And I was like, man, everyone needs to keep their mouths shut. Don't say nothing until he's ready to tell his family and blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, this is so stressful, because like I was in the room with his mom the entire time I was getting ready, and like all my bridesmaids knew I was pregnant. Everyone that was in there, including the photographer, knew I was pregnant. And I was like, this is so stressful. Like I'm stressing out and stuff like that. And I was trying to keep myself calm and collected about all of it. But like we found out in April, got married in May, told his family in June, and here we are in November, about to have the baby. I've got 3 weeks left until she's supposed to be born, and she is trying to make an early arrival, so we've been trying to get everything done around our house to be able to prepare for her early arrival. I've been told that I'm in preterm labor, which is a scary thing, but like it's not that bad. I mean, I'm just having contractions on a daily basis, but it'll be okay. If she waits 3 more weeks and lets me go to full term, amazing. My husband will be thrilled about that, because if we go to full term, she'll be born December 5th. A week and a half later would be his birthday, and then the week after that is Christmas. You see my dilemma there? Like, I'd have 3 major things to do in December, but I'd be fine with it. But my whole family has a running joke that she'll be born on Thanksgiving. Like, after we sit down, like, after we say grace and we go to sit down to eat, I'm going to be like, oh, it's time to go, the baby's coming, and stuff like that. It's a running joke in my family right now, which I think would be pretty funny if that actually happened, but not saying it will, not saying it won't. There's no telling when she's going to come, but yeah. The 6th book we went into was Escape Room, and we started that, excuse me, June 20th of 2023. I know this one didn't take us that long to film or like go through, but like it was like, this is what some people hated, is how I did that book, because some of the videos were like only 50 seconds long, and I was like, but like I did it how I wanted to, so. And we finished it on July 2nd. So I'm just gonna put 1 month down on there. But like so far in 2023, we have fully read 3 books, 3.5 books, because if you count As Good as Dead, then it'd be half a book technically. So book number 7 that we went into was 5 Survive, which that book completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting half of the stuff that happened to happen. Like, man, my brain hurt so bad, like, reading that book, because I was like, what is going on? Like, I was shook by what was going on in that book. I was like, oof, there's a lot of drama and interesting, like, details that that author brought into that book that I didn't know you could bring to a book. Because like I was trying to like see if it was going to be as good as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and it is, in my opinion. It is as good as that book. But some people might not have the same opinion as me on that, but that is how I feel about it. So we started it July 2nd of 2023, finished it July 22nd of 2023. So we literally finished it 20 days later. I'm just gonna put another month down. But like, yeah, because that's, yeah. Because July is the 7th month of the year. Book number 8 was I'm Glad My Mom Died, which that book was just, it was another book that my husband had bought me for Christmas because I wanted to be able to read it, because I thought it sounded interesting and I wanted to know why she like titled it that and stuff like that. But I knew from like starting it off that a lot of you guys were not that interested in that book, and I was like, I've already started it, I might as well go ahead and finish it. So we just went ahead and finished it. But we started that July 22nd of 2023. I think we were able to get through so many books this year because I stopped working at Walmart in March. And then I picked up another job working for some family, and then I quit that in April, right before my wedding, like 2 weeks before my wedding. And then I just went to babysitting full time, which isn't the best thing that I could have done. But, you know, I'm still making money. Not a whole lot. As of right now, I'm not making any money because I have been put on bed rest by my doctors, because I have been I'm in preterm labor, and they don't want me having the baby before I hit 37 weeks, which Tuesday I'll be 37 weeks, and they told me that after that, excuse me, they were fine if I had the baby. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. So we are working on it. We started this book in July of 2023, finished it September 29th of 2023. So we finished it, oh, we were here. Oh, we moved here by then to our own house, because we were living with my parents for, like I said, we lived with my parents for a year, and then we moved into our own house because we bought our own house. Whoop whoop. And we moved, yep, beginning of, like, towards the end of September. So we were at my parents' house for a full year, and then we moved. So we've been in our house for 3 months now. That's so crazy. And we still have yet to pay it off. Whoop. It's going to take us forever to pay off this house, but, you know, we are going to work on it. July, August, September. So that was 2 months there that it took us to finish that book off. But I think it was also because I was busy babysitting, and because I was in the process of moving and trying to get the house set up for the both of us. And we had so much stuff too, because his mom was buying us all this baby stuff, and we needed to get all of it out of boxes and put together to get rid of all of the boxes. which we are still unpacking stuff and taking things out of boxes because I keep finding them everywhere. I have to have my coffee. Book number 9 was Crank, and we started that September 30th. 2023, and we finished that book off. I want to say October 20th of 2023, so quite almost a month later. Yeah. I'm just gonna say 1 month, because that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, because we're in the 11th month right now. I have to do the math. That's so bad of me to have to do the math to figure that out, but it is what it is. And yeah, because book number 10 was Killing Mr. Griffin, which that book was very interesting to me. Was not expecting it to go how it went. Like, from the beginning, like when it first talked about Mark and how he invited the basketball player kid, I can't think of his name right now, to go behind the school when they were little to like see what he was going to do to a cat. Like when they first did that, I was like, you know what, he's the killer of the book. Like, I already know it. That's how it's going to be. Like, I could tell from right then and there that that's how it was going to be. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. And I started reading it, and I was like, wait a minute, why is this happening? Like, because like if you've already seen it, I don't know if I'm spoiling it or not, I might be, but if you've already seen it, then you know that he tried to light Susan on fire and was caught by a cop and someone else. And like I like when it said that they were standing outside the window when he was climbing out and was being helped out of the window by a man, like, and they explained who it was in the next chapter, I flipped my shit. I had to stop recording for like 30 minutes because I flipped my shit. I had to get on the phone with my sister. I had to explain to her why my brain was hurting because I could not believe that that's how they wanted that to go. Like, I thought that the cop was in on it and this other lady was in on it with him and stuff. I was like freaking out, and then I get into the next chapter. I said, oh, that's not exactly what was happening. And then I was like, it would have been a good plot twist if that's how it had actually gone, but they didn't want to do that, which is fine. Like, it's not that big of a deal. When did we start that? I'm scrolling up way too fast. We started that October 20th. Right before I went into preterm labor. Whoop, whoop. Fun fact, I went into preterm labor on October 29th at a Halloween party with my family and didn't know that I was actually, like, in preterm labor. I thought I was just having normal pregnancy pains, and it turns out I was having contractions because I went into the labor and delivery floor that Monday, so on the 30th of October, and they're like, yeah, why'd you wait so long to come in? I was like, don't know, but, you know, that's what I did. So, and then we finished it off on November 4th. I'm gonna say another month because technically it is. Because that would be 11 months, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So we're in the 11th month, which means that we are on book number 11 of the whole channel. Well, we just finished book number 11 of the whole channel, I should say, because we just finished off Speak this morning. I uploaded all of those videos right before coming live. That way I didn't forget to do them later. 20, 23, 30, true. I know I'm gonna have to like. I feel like I should have done Speak the same way that I did Crank, but you know, once I started it the way I started it, I was like, I gotta finish it. Oh yeah, because today's the 11th. So we started it November 4th of 2023 and finished the whole book by November 11th of 2023, which is a full week. It's a week. Come on now. Like, I'm proud of myself for being able to finish a book in a week. Like, seriously? Like, that was pretty good for my opinion. But it looks like we are still going to be reading One of Us is Next. If that makes any sense. But that's where we're gonna be starting. I might read some of it today and upload some books about it. But like, okay, so like 2021, obviously we read half a book. 2022 we read 1.5 books. 2023 we've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5 books. That's a miracle. We've read 8.5 books. But we've gone through 11 books in total in the last 2 years, which is pretty good. I mean, there's people who can read a lot faster than me without filming videos and stuff like that, and will have more than 11 books done in 2 years. But I think we're on a pretty good roll, especially since I've done 8 books this year, which I think, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I'm about to have a newborn baby. If you've seen that video, where is it? I gotta scroll down through all of this junk now. Not junk, they're my videos. I love my videos. But I gotta scroll back down and find it. Because it was like in between videos of killing Mr. Griffin, I think. Or no, it was before that. New challenges. Okay, so I uploaded a video called New Challenges on October 18th of this year. And in that video, I talk about how like I'm doing this step challenge to see how many steps I take from October 20th until December 5th on my due date. If she's born before then, I was like, I'm going to stop this and stuff like that. But I wanted to see how many steps I could take until my daughter's born. And I was like, okay, let's do that. And then in that video, I also said, and I plan on having every single book that is left on my shelf, on that second shelf, fully read and uploaded. Well, this one isn't on there because we're fixing to read it next, because this is One of Us is Next. But I was like, I want to have it all done by December 31st of 2024. I didn't realize that I had said that until my sister pointed it out after my sister watched my video. And she goes, not to be a bearer of bad news, but what makes you think that you're going to be able to read all of those books while having a newborn baby? Which I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. I was just like, let's just, you know, get it all done. And so, with that being said, like, I'm on a mission now. I'm actively on a mission to do all of that for you guys. Maybe she'll be a good newborn and I'll be able to film while she sleeps without waking her up. But we will see how that's gonna go. Excuse me. So book number 12 that we're gonna be doing is One of Us is Next. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited to get into it. You guys have been dying for me to read it for the longest time ever, and I don't know why, but I have just been putting it off. And it's kind of sad that I've been putting it off, but we are going to read it together next. That is the next book we are doing, which is One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus. And I know that you guys are ready for that book. We're gonna get into it. It's gonna be amazing. And like I said, like, we're close to having 700 videos. Or we've got 692 right now. So if I start this book, before we even get not even halfway through this book, we will be at 700 videos and some by the time we finish that book. Which is amazing to think about, you know? Because, like, I want to say, like, if you guys don't know that, like, I go to church and stuff like that, and I've been doing these Bible studies that one of the pastors posts on our church's YouTube page, and I've been doing Bible studies, like, watching them and taking notes and, like, going through the scripture with them and stuff. And, like, when I first started doing it, like, I didn't realize they had a YouTube channel until then. I was like, okay, let me start watching these videos and, like, doing these classes with them. I clicked on the YouTube channel. My church has 4.5 thousand videos uploaded to their YouTube channel. 4.5 thousand. Do you know how much hard work and effort that is? 4.5 thousand. And my sister made a joke, well, I bet you can catch up to them. When? By the time I get to 4,000 videos, they'll probably be at 10,000 videos on that channel. When am I supposed to... I was, like, confused. I was like, when am I supposed to have time to do this? But, you know, it's just... I'll be glad once we get to 1,000 videos. Like, if we can get to 1,000 videos by the end of this year, I will be the happiest person alive. Like, 1,000 videos. Like, come on now. That's hard work to do, especially for me. Like, if you guys have been through my channel since day one. Yeah, I know, 4,000. She thinks that I can produce 4,000 videos. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'd have to film, I want to say, like, I'm gonna pull up a calculator on my computer. So I've got my computer open right now. My neighbors are leaving. Maybe he got the truck to start. He's been working on his truck for the last few days. Let's see, I'd have to do... Nope, so I'd have to do... Yep, he got the truck to work. I'm doing random math to see what it would be. So I would have to produce at least 10.5 videos every single day, like uploading them, like filming and uploading 10.5 videos every single day for a full year to reach 4,000 videos. Now, if I do it where, like, I've already got the videos that I have added to it, which I've got 692, so I'll minus 692 from 4,000, so that leaves me 3,308 that I'd have to do, so that would be, let me write that down somewhere, that way I don't forget it. Ooh, ooh. 308. Let's see. Nope. Nope, still not even, okay. Dang, okay. My brain is hurting now. Yeah, it'd still be about 10.5 videos a day, where I would have to upload, film and upload 10.5 videos a day to reach that goal. which if I quit babysitting altogether, and if I didn't have my baby coming in less than a month, I'd probably be able to do that and be like, see, and have her be like, see, I told you you could do it and stuff like that. But like, that's mind-blowing, because like I didn't think that you could have that much free time on your hands to do something like that. But I guess some people do have that much free time on their hands. I mean, excuse me, I have a lot of free time on my hands, but like not to the point where I can upload 10,000 videos a day. Excuse me. I think because I know in June of this year, I posted the most videos I've ever posted, which was 99 videos. 99 videos was what I posted in June. And I think November is like topping that right now. I think. I want to say that it is. I'm about to figure it out because now I'm curious. Let's go on this journey together. So we're trying to beat out June's 99 vids that I uploaded. I only was able to upload that many videos in June because at the time we were still living with my parents. My parents went on vacation and I didn't have to babysit because my older sister, who I babysit for, took her kids with her and they went on vacation with my parents. Me and Jesse were supposed to be able to go on this vacation too, but we could not afford to go at the time, especially after having a $10,000 wedding the month before. So we skipped out on the vacation, which I'm hoping that come June of next year we will be able to go, because I want to be able to take the baby with us and have her be able to meet all of our family, at least all of the rest of my family, and be able to do just that, because I mean, I'd like for her to meet some of my family before they pass on, which my great-grandpa, he's not doing so good, so I would like to be able to take her to go see him before he passes away, which would be, like, it's just one thing that I want to do, and Jesse knows about it, so we've been planning it and trying to go around everything to be able to do that, so we're gonna try and do that. My coffee is getting cold. Okay, so videos uploaded November 2023. November's not even over. Let's keep that in mind right now, because we've still got, I have it written down, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 more days of November. 20 more days of November. And we're about to see how many videos we have uploaded so far this month. Because if we've my brain, I don't know what I was doing. I'm numbering the thing so like I can see how many videos we've uploaded, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. I swear I know how to do math. I had to fix it, but I swear I know how to do math. So the first one that we have in November, which would have been, yeah, that was right after I got out of the hospital, because I went, October 29th is the day I went into the hospital. No. No, I went to the hospital October 30th. So the 29th was the Halloween party. The day of the Halloween party is on that day. No. Yeah? The 20, well, I filmed these videos October 28th, which was the day before, and then I uploaded them the day of the Halloween party. That's why I was like, because normally I film my videos and then I try to upload them the same day that I filmed. That way I'm not confusing myself and stuff. But it doesn't always work out like that. But we are getting through them, and that's what matters. Because like I said, we're almost at 1,700, but we're almost to 700 videos on my channel right now, and that is amazing in itself to be able to accomplish in 2 years. It is amazing. What was that? I don't know. I'm hearing things, I think. I think something fell towards the back of my house in my baby bedroom. In the baby's nursery right now. Which there's no telling what it could have been. It could have been a box. One of the toys we've got for her. Something falling off of the crib. Which we've got so much stuff already for her. It's kind of ridiculous, but like his mom has been such a huge help in that with ordering so much stuff for the baby, and I'm so blessed to like have a mother-in-law who cares so much like that, because my parents haven't done crap for it, which is fine. Not everybody can be able to help out and stuff, but my thing is I got kind of, I guess you can say I got pissed off with it, because when my sister had her baby, my oldest niece, who's now 4, my parents went out and bought everything under the sun for her and converted part of their house into this humongous toy room for them, for her, and then they like helped out when my sister had her second baby, and then now that I'm pregnant, they are like, we can't help you do anything, and I'm like, okay. And they're sitting here and they're still helping my sister out with stuff to this day, even though like when I ask if I can borrow a little bit of money, they tell me no, and then they turn around and give my sister a bunch of money, which I think they're playing favorites, which is fine. They can play favorites all they want to. Not gonna hurt me. Me and my husband are, and his mom are going to make it work out just fine. Oh, you guys haven't been like, I haven't told you guys this yet, but my dog, like you've seen him in some of my videos. So obviously we don't have Falcon or Tank anymore because we had to get rid of Tank before we moved, and then Falcon we rehomed before we moved up to Arkansas and everything like that, which I would have loved if we could have brought Falcon with us. Like, absolutely would have loved it. But unfortunately we could not, because my parents would not allow such a big dog in their house. But we ended up taking home a puppy of the dog that my sister used to have. She had puppies and stuff like that, so we obviously brought Bruce home, because you guys have seen Bruce in some of my videos, and we were like, okay, we brought Bruce home. Well, everything's been going good with having another dog. He's super sweet, he's super friendly, loves to be around everybody, loves to give cuddles, and just, he doesn't like leaving people's sides. And for some reason, he has developed a liking towards socks. So he would essentially swallow a whole sock and then throw it back up, which is gross. I know it's gross, but that's what he would do. And I was like, okay, like, we did everything that we could to keep him out of getting socks, making sure all the drawers were closed, making sure there's no clothing on the floor, like, he can't get to anything, like, and we've blocked off certain parts of the house, that way he can't get into anything. Then the other day, like, he started feeling like, I guess, crap, because you could tell, like, he wasn't feeling good, like, the way he looked at you, the way, just the way that he was looking at people, you could tell that he wasn't feeling good. And I started freaking out. I was like, maybe there's a sock stuck in his stomach. Like, I was freaking out, and I was like, I can't afford to take you to the vet and have surgery if there's anything stuck in your stomach and blah, 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 blah. And I ended up still having to take him to the vet. They gave him some medicine to help with the throwing up, because, like, he had been throwing up for several days. He didn't want anything to eat. He didn't want anything to do with anybody. Like, he just wanted to lay down. He wasn't even getting excited to see anyone or anything like that. So I took him to the vet, and they're like, here's some medicine to give him to help with the vomiting, and if he still ends up getting sick and stuff like that, because, like, they're like, we don't feel any bowel obstructions or anything like that. So I was like, cool, that means there's nothing stuck in his stomach. Like, awesome. Like, that's what I wanted to make sure of. And they're like, give him this medicine, like, dissolve it in water, syringe it down his throat and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Like, we've got this. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And get him home from the vet, because my sister took me to the vet to take him to the vet. And I was like, all right, let's get you some medicine here soon to, like, help with this. And I was on the phone. I was trying to make a phone call to my to the place where Jesse's got his car from, which is my family's business. I was calling them to make Jesse's car payment because I had Jesse's card. And I was like, all right. I was on the phone with my mom, because my mom works there, and he starts throwing up again, and I was like, okay, I'll clean it in just a second. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not mad at you for getting sick in the house or anything like that. I know you're not feeling good, so I'll clean it up in just a second. Before I can even start to clean up the throw up he just had, I realized that he had pooped in the house. And again, I was like, it's not that big of a deal. I know you're not feeling good. Like, I'll take care of it. I go over to where, like, he had pooped at, because, like, I was like, I need to clean it up and stuff because it's going to make the house stink. And I cleaned that up. And then I realized that there was a sock in his poop. He had pooped out a sock. And then he started acting like himself again. And I was like, oh, this is not normal. And I freaked out. I was like, what am I supposed to do now? But he seems to be doing fine. The vet says he's doing fine. He's got to go back Wednesday to get some shots, though. And I go Wednesday to figure out whether or not they're going to induce me into labor. So, that's always fun. Gotta go to my appointment first, then go to his appointment, and then come home and rest. Because that's a lot of stuff to be doing in one day. Because my appointment is at 1:45, and then we've got to take him and have him at the vet by 3 o'clock. And we don't know how long my appointment's going to be at the doctor's office, so hopefully it won't be that too long. But I'm just scrolling through to see how many videos we've uploaded so far this month, and so far we're at 4. That's amazing that we're at 40 already. And I'm gonna just keep going because I know that there's 92 videos that I did for Speak. 92, can you believe it? 92. So I'm just writing away to make sure I'm getting this man. I don't know if you can hear it, but all the dogs that live around my house are like going off, and I'm assuming it's because somebody's walking around outside, because that's usually what triggers everybody to like start barking. But I don't know what is going on. That's also why we got Bruce, to have him as a guard dog, but he doesn't guard anything. No offense to him. He don't even like to bark at people, which I guess is a good thing, because you don't always want your dog to bark at everybody, but like even if it's a stranger, he doesn't even bark at them, and I'm like, so much for protection. So my husband got home security, excuse me, which is another bill that we have to add to our monthly bills. But you know, we will make it work, hopefully, because I just got it to be able to where I can make some money off of my channel. Hey, how are you? And we're trying to do our best to make money off of my YouTube channel, but if any of you know how any of that works, you have to meet $100 before you can get a check or anything like that from YouTube. And we are only at like $61 right now, and you get paid for ads, and then like every 1,000 views you get. And it's a struggle right now because I'm also forking out money to keep ads running onto my channel every month to be able to reach that goal of $100 on the paycheck. But you know, we will make it work one way or the other, because that is what I do. I grind and grind and grind until I accomplish what I want to accomplish. And nobody is going to stop me from doing that. And if they think they can, I'd like to see them try, because they're not going to be able to. But we're halfway to 99 videos as of right now, because I'm looking at it as I'm going through all of this and just I didn't mean a boo-boo because crayons. I forgot that some of these videos are doubled up on. The 22. Okay, that one was right. Make sure that I didn't. I know I just made a boo-boo, so we gotta go back and fix it. Gotta go back and fix it. So this would be 46 and 47, that'd be 48, 49, 50. Right, yep. And this is 54 and 55. Then it should go 56, 57, and 58. I fixed my boo-boo there. Okay then. But yeah, so that leaves off on 67 videos so far. And I left off on 58, so the chapter 58, not It's confusing, I know. Hallelujah. I am starting to get hungry. I feel like I'm always hungry now, which could be a good thing because it means I'm giving more nutrients to the baby. But I don't like always feeling like I have to constantly be eating though. Oh, she's moving around. She kicking. Ooh, that was a big one. Ouch. Man, oh man. I think we might have actually surpassed the you know how impressive that would be if we surpassed 99 videos and we're only 11 days into the month. Oh, that would be insane. Let us see though. My husband's gonna come home and see all of this and go, really? You had to figure that out? And be like, yeah, I did. I had to. I had to figure it out. Because he thinks that stuff like this that I do is weird. But like I like figuring stuff like this out. And I might as well go live when I do it. That way I have someone to talk to, or feel like I have someone to talk to while I do stuff like this. Because sometimes I bore myself. But this is better than just lounging around watching television, because I've just been watching the same 2 shows for the last week when I'm not filming, because sometimes I get super duper dizzy and I feel gross and I need to lay down, and when I lay down I turn on the TV and just like let it play in the background. I've been watching Botched and Face Off on Netflix right now, which is, I've only been, well, I should say that I've only really been watching Face Off. I love Face Off. Face Off is amazing. Watched, it's okay. I'm only watching it because my sister told me that I should watch it. And then me and my husband have been watching full episodes of Family Feud on YouTube at night. And me and him will have like these little competitions to try and guess the correct answers that are up there. And it's fun having a little friendly competition with him sometimes. But we shall see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna watch. No, we're not watching that tonight because obviously the game is on tonight. So And if you don't know, the Georgia Bulldogs is a college football team, and my husband is obsessed with them. And every Saturday, it's what we watch on TV when he gets off of work is the game. And this game is going to be an interesting game because we are versing Ole Miss, and we are number 1 right now, and they are number 10, so we shall see what happens. Okay, so I just figured it out. Thank you for bearing with me while I wrote through all of that and ranted and rambled a little bit. So far, in the 11 days that we have been into November, guess how many videos we have uploaded so far. Put it in the chat. Guess how many videos we've uploaded before I tell you. I want to see if you get it right. You think I've only uploaded 10 videos so far this month? That's a good answer though, because that's usually how many videos I upload in 1 month. When I first started my channel. This month alone, in the last 11 days, I hit myself in the face. In the last 11 days, I have uploaded 100 videos. 100 on the dot. 100. And that's in the last week. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I had haven't been having to babysit. 100 videos in 11 days. That's quite literally insane. In 11 days, I've uploaded. That's, man. I have been doing really good then this month. If I've uploaded 100 videos. I've been doing so good. I'm responding to people's comments. It's okay. I didn't even think that we had that many videos uploaded yet. Cause like compared to, that's one more video than what we did in June. I don't think we uploaded that many in July or August or September, to be quite fair. But we still managed to do 100 videos this month. And the month's not even over. I feel like we could do... I want to say that like in the next 20 days, I could get at least another like 30 videos uploaded. But, yeah. Okay, I'm going to update the community posts. If I can spell. Jesus, I cannot spell today. I really can't spell. Bam. I'm updating it. So the one update I just did was the next book has been decided, which is obviously One of Us is Next by Karen and McManus, which is long overdue because since we read One of Us is Lying back in, see, this is helpful, this is why I have it written down, helpful, see, told you, helpful. When we read One of Us is Lying from February to June, that's when since June, everyone has been asking for One of Us is Next. So we're finally going to be reading One of Us is Next, which I'm super excited for. And then I'm going to make another one. Guess what, you guys? The cops are going by the house. That happens at least 3 or 4 times a day. You hear sirens going by, whether it's the cops, an ambulance, or the fire trucks. And then every Wednesday at 12 p.m., you have the tornado sirens going off because they like to test them every single Wednesday, which I don't like when they do that because typically, they do it once a month, the first Wednesday of the month, and then they test it to make sure that it works. And then before, when we lived at my parents' house, you couldn't hear the tornado sirens being tested at all because they lived outside of city limits. So, if there was a tornado, you wouldn't know unless you were watching the news or Googled it. And now that we're over here, the sirens go off every Wednesday at 12 p.m. And the first time it went off, I was like, okay, cool, they're testing the sirens. And then it happened a week later, and I was like, is there a tornado coming? What is going on? And I was freaking out, and I was like, and then it's like, this is just a test. And I was like, why are we testing it again? And then the third week went off, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to Google it. Why do we test the tornado sirens every single week in my town? And it goes, because they want to make sure that they still work. And I was like, but can't you do that just once a month and have them still work? But I guess not. Oh, guess what, you guys? This month alone, we have surpassed the amount of videos I could. We have only been in November for 11 days now. And uploaded 100 videos. Impressive, I know. Woo. Which is about 20 days until uploaded. Set a goal. We're going to try and get 150 videos uploaded by the end of this month. That is only if my baby does not come before then. Oh, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've talked about it before, and I've posted about it in the community page where you can now do memberships to my channel if you guys want to. And then where'd it go? Don't know where I put it. Okay. And then I'm also offering a thing where we can be on Skype or Zoom and discuss the new book we are on and get sneak peeks to it, but that's also included in my membership. In my membership, though, you get obviously a new badge color for every month that you are a member. You get photos and private status updates, early access to new videos, shout outs, priority reply on all comments, and a 30-minute video chat, 30-minute to an hour-long video chat about what book we are reading on, and it's not included on this, but I am doing it to where if you guys do become members, I will do 30 minutes to an hour of reading the new book that we are on. That way you have early access to whatever we're on before I even actually film the videos for it, which I think is a cool thing for me to be doing. I think so, at least. Some people might not think so, but I think so, at least. But yeah. Oh, it's taking forever to load. I can't believe that. I'm still in shock with how many videos I've uploaded this month. I cannot believe it. Cannot. I'm glad My Mom Died is still the one that has the most videos in it, because The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, the whole playlist overall, all the chapters, and the beginning of the era, where I say like it's the beginning of the book, there's 53 videos in that one. Good Girl Bad Blood has 52. As Good of Dead has 69. We didn't finish Pride and Prejudice, so I'm not looking at that one. Killjoy has 13. One of Us is Lying has 61. Escape Room has 77. 5 Survive has 42. I'm Glad My Mom Died has a whopping 93. Crank has 40. Killing Mr. Griffin has 26. Non-book videos, which is every video that I've uploaded that does not have me reading anything. There's 63, and I made a playlist of that. And then Speak has 81. So I'm doing pretty darn good with my content uploading. But yeah. I feel like this is pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see what my most popular videos are. Oh, who would have guessed? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, with a whopping 31,000 views on it right now. That is my most viewed video, which is insane to me that like that video has that many views. 31,000 views. Mind blown. Let's see. Yep. Excuse me. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. I will see you guys next Saturday at 9 a.m. for our next live. I may end up going live sometime this week. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we will figure that out as the time comes. But just so you guys know that every Saturday at 9 a.m. my time, which if you're in the United States, it could be 8 a.m. your time, 10 a.m. your time. If you're outside of the country, I have no clue what time it could be for you. But that's all I really know. But I will see you guys next Saturday for the next live. Bye.